Okay, so here's the finished result. I don't hate it. It kind of reminds me of like just putting a wig on, you know, those two-toned wigs. I'm kind of thinking now about like kind of cutting it to here. But for now, no cutting involved. But now it doesn't really match my skin tone, right? Because this is a fall look. So let's do some makeup to really help this blend into my very pale skin. So we're going to start with a great serum. This is the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid Serum. It also has B5 in it. Vitamin B5 helps brighten the skin. So if you're like me and you have a little bit of redness around the nose, and I have freckles and I have some brown spots from the sun, and you know, just that over 50 skin that we get. And I'm pretty generous with it. It's kind of nice if you don't have a primer. You can just use this serum too like a primer, but I'm gonna try to do the whole shebang here. I think my hair is giving me like almost like a Halloween vibe too. I don't mind that. Okay, serum's on. I let it set for a little bit. And then the next thing, usually what I do is, right now, any kind of eye moisturizer, because over 50 skin gets very dry and crepey, and then your concealer looks crazy. I'm going to use this Lancome Genifique only because I have it. I use a lot of other creams if I don't have this, but I put a I'm not going to lie. I put a generous amount under the eyes. And I just do a gentle smear, and then of course we should always pat, so I'm going to pat. Sometimes on the upper lid, especially in the morning, I do this. It's not morning right now, but I use the Genifique eye, so we'll use a little bit because, I mean, you can get it on your eyelashes and eyebrows and all that, and it doesn't sting. It's got vitamins. It's really good for the skin. And in the morning, because I'll probably start doing my makeup sessions from the morning getting ready. That's like two birds, one stone, right? Okay, and then I let that set for a second. So the next thing that I did pick up was this e.l.f. Sea Bright Primer. I like it because there's vitamin C in there, and again, I don't know if I like that. I'm going to have to style that differently. It's kind of, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. And then I just smooth the primer. I go to the spots where I know my makeup tends to kind of crease up a little bit. And again, the vitamin C helps brighten the skin and lighten the skin, because you know how like when we used to put lemon juice in our hair when we were teens, because it kind of bleaches. So vitamin C does lighten and brighten. So I do like it in a primer because I feel like, well, it's lightening my freckles and brown spots while it's serving as a good base for foundation. It looks like I'm putting it on. Wait, oh, it started flaking because I was rubbing it too hard, so I'm rubbing the serum off. Okay, note to self, go a little bit gentler. So we're just going to pat this in then. Primer too, you can't just keep smearing it around or it will kind of bead up. I have found that too. Okay, so now it's all pressed in, I feel like. Okay, we have got to get foundation on. So I picked up at the drugstore this CoverGirl Simply Ageless, and I was like, okay, I need some of that. So we're going to put some of that on. I don't have my brush in here, so I guess I'm going to use my hand. So it's got hyaluronic complex and vitamin C. Lots of vitamin C. So I'm going to put a generous amount on and then just lightly blend it in. And then I'll blend it a little bit more with a brush here. But first, just kind of trying to smear it everywhere before you blend it in. Let's see if we like this. Do we like this? My whole thing is, I don't want things to kind of settle in the lines. How's that looking? I mean, it's I guess it's a kind of a good match to me, but I do want some more color because what? That's foundation. With my hair this dark, I need to add more color to my skin. And that's kind of why I like to leave the light parts in, because instead of going all dark, I've done that where you go to the hair salon and you go all dark and you want highlights, and then they go back and stripe them in, and then your hair gets all broken and damaged. This way, it's like I didn't have to touch that. I could just put it, maybe I like that kind of better because you can see more of the various colors more. Whew, I don't know. I have to play with it. We'll see. It's not that it's that different from what I did. I think it's just darker, and then there's just more dark pieces peeking through. And you know what I'm kind of thinking, and maybe I'm wrong, I think when you have two tones like this, it does make, because you know I've got thin hair, it does give the illusion of more hair because it's like there's depth and layers. So that's good. All right, so there's that. I really need to put my hair up in a headband. Okay, next thing is, well, let's quickly put something on our eyes just to, what should we put? Oh, you know what? I got this palette when we went in Hawaii because, of course, they had that store, the rack there. And, of course, so I picked up this. It's the Too Faced Major Love. I like the colors in here. It's kind of pretty. There's some fall colors in there and then summer colors in there as well. So a nice little mix. Let's grab a brush. Do we have brushes in here? Yeah, sort of. I moved everything around trying to have a place where I can just do videos on the regular. That's always set up. Okay, I'm going to use this fluffy brush and get some, I didn't put concealer down first. You know what? We better put a little bit of that down first, don't you think? Let's see. Bright light. We don't need a bright light. Cover that. It's so white looking. Well, we'll fix that. Okay, let's blend that in real quick. You know, when my hair, when I have darker pieces, I don't like to have full bangs. I don't know. When my hair's light, I like to have bangs. And then when it gets darker in it, I tend to sweep it over to the side. I guess maybe if I don't cut it off, maybe I'll try to grow it into more of an all one length bob. Maybe we'll try that. Okay, is that blended in? All right, so we're going to pick up some of this brown color, keep it low, but because I have hooded eyes, we're going to put it a little bit. And maybe I can use, whoops, I put that too tight. Oh well, we'll fix it. And then we're going to blend it anyway. It looks kind of messy, but we'll blend it. Okay, now the darkest color in this palette, I'm going to put on my pinky. Keep it simple. Get it close to the lash line and fill in that skin or it looks weird. I know it looks weird now. We're not done. Now we'll get there. Okay. Now, do I dare go for the bright gold? I mean, yeah, what the heck? I can just wash it off if I don't like this. Okay. Dabbing gold right here. That's crazy. It's like a gold foil from this palette. Just a little dab in there. Now we got to come back with dark because I did too much. A little dark spot there. Try to blend it. Dark spot there. Blend it. And then take our fluffy thing again. And then, so this doesn't look patchy up here, I'm going to come with a much lighter color. Maybe this one. Is this going to be too light? Ooh, that's sparkly. Oh, well, I'll just put it right there. I need to find a light matte color. Ooh, I know. This palette has it. Don't you hate when palettes, like you can't open them? Look at it, I totally cracked it because I could not get this thing open, and now I always have to leave it like a little bit open, which it's just probably not good for it. What? See, now I can't even get it open again. Like, ugh. If anyone has a solution to like how to manage that, like, okay, I can't even get that open, and I'm not going to waste time. Let's get this other one. Do we have a light matte in there? No. Okay, things are falling everywhere. Okay, this one has a light matte one. This is those Profusion palettes. I really like them. Here's a nice matte. Oh gosh, now it's too much light. Oh my God, I just can't get it. I just can't get it together today. So that kind of came together a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit more of a light color to bring some color back. Because I need to bring warmth to my face now that I went this dark. Try to bring some warmth through there. There. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's getting warm in here. Whew. Let me open the door a little bit. Okay, now let's get, we got to clean this up a little bit more concealer. Again, I don't usually wear this much makeup, but I want this to turn out right. Okay, that looks pretty blended and natural now, even though it looked like I put a ton on. Ay. Okay, so the next thing should be eyeliner. Where in the heck did I put all the eyeliner? So, ooh, and you know what? We're going to use this Chanel Gold eyeliner under here. And then here. Can't really see on the camera that much. It gives it just a little bit of a highlight, like a sparkle. And then, just because it's handy, I'm going to use this Estee Lauder Double Wear Pencil. And yes, this thing lasts all day. So I like to go, I've been looking at, what other people do online. I like to go on the top lash line and get like the outer corner, and then I'll show you what I do. I've got to get something on my lips. Ew. Okay, top upper corner, and then just like everybody does, you don't want to look up my nose, but I'm going to try to tight line there a little bit. That tight lining, you got to get used to that, right? You just don't want white skin or your skin flesh tone, whatever, peeking through, because that does not look good with your eye makeup. Not coming together. Why do we do this? Because those of us with hooded eyes, you don't want the eyeliner to take up your whole eyelid. Okay, I mean, that's okay. I have got to get the bottom lid because I just look too pale. So I like to go right kind of where the lash line meets the conjunctiva, or like they call it the water line. It's really, that's where I like to put it. And sometimes then I'll take a Lancome Kohl and I'll go over that because this doesn't play well with the water line. It likes that skin right below it. So that's kind of like a light look. That's not too crazy. Okay, we can leave that alone for a second because I have got... Let's condition our lips a little bit while we're waiting, and I am just really hot in this room. Vanilla. Just to get it moisturized before we move on. I don't like my hairstyle here as I'm looking at it. I don't know if it's because I have a dark thing here. Like what am I not... I'm not sure what I'm not liking. I have to figure that out. Okay, we need to add more color to the skin. Again, that's going to be my issue every day. I'm going to do this Chanel color. It has some color to it. Okay, that has a little bit more of a warmth color to it. And it smells really good. Go ahead and just get some here so it's blended. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to color up here since I'm not wearing full bangs anymore for a while. Until I decide to chop my hair off, then I will. That's like Cruella de Vil with that stripe, huh? Okay. We got enough color. Okay. Now we can always come back with bronzer to add color. Okay. It's really, it's really warm in here. We're trying to be careful and not, because it's cooling off, we don't want to keep the air running. But you know what's weird is I feel like I put a lot of dark in, but boy, there's still a lot of light left. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna style this. I keep messing with it, but I kind of like how this side turned out, just like a little bit of light in the front. All right, anyway, moving on. All right, normally next I put a little bit of a powder on, but I have found that lately the powder is making me look 50 years older. But if I don't put powder on, then the bronzer looks super patchy. So what to do? Okay, I am going to try to use the lightest amount of, you know, again, I have a ton of setting powders. I'm not trying to say like, I've got a ton, but it gets everything dirty. I am going to use a light brush. Here we go, like a little fan brush. And I'm getting powder everywhere. Just a light amount, just so it's not so tacky and the bronzer doesn't. Do you ever hold your breath when you're putting powder on? I just don't think it's a good idea to breathe that stuff in. So I'm trying to wipe it all away. Okay, it's not tacky anymore. Okay, so there's that. Okay, let's put that off to the side. Now let's grab a bronzer and put that next. Let's use, what is this? Ooh, I should have used that. You know what I found is the powder foundations. Let's try it. I'll show you what I mean. Sometimes for fair skin, they're so dark that you can use it as a bronzer. So this is a Chanel powder foundation. You probably can't tell on camera how dark that is, but it's dark in real life. So let's see if we can use it as a bronzer. And it's not making a huge difference. Is it in person? Yeah, in person it is. In these bright lights, you can't see as much. But I like how it gave me a little extra coverage there and a little bit of warmth. That way, I think my bronzer, which I'm going to use next, will maybe blend in a little bit more. This is just a Chanel bronzer. Okay, you can definitely see some warmth and color happening now. Let me see in real life. Ooh, yeah. In real life, yeah, it looks like plenty. Okay. All right, so now because it looks so bronzy beige, let's put a blush on. I just got this Too Faced blush because I just thought the color was so cute. And here, I gotta open this. It's hard to open too. Here's the color. The color payoff is crazy. So a little goes a long way on this one. I'm trying to find just the right brush. I'm gonna use, okay, I'll use this tiny little brush because I'm just gonna pick up very little bit and just put a little pink on, because when I have this much just bronzer and foundation, it just looks all kind of beigeish brown, and there's not like color to it. Yeah, there's a lot of color there. A little bit of a highlight, so a little bit of pink. Yeah, just kind of lightens it up a little bit. In real life, how does this look? Yeah, looks fine. Okay, we desperately need mascara and eyebrows, huh? Okay, let's see, what kind of mascara should we use? Oh, you know what? I did get some new mascara. Did I put it in here? Please tell me I did, because if I didn't, then I'm going to have to wonder where it went. Are you sitting in that basket right there? Maybe. Could use a different mascara, couldn't we? Where did that go? Oh, it's that Hourglass mascara I just picked up. Oh, it could be in here. Oh, and you know what else? I'm gonna look. Yeah, it's probably in here. Here it is. So the gal at the Sephora store, I went with my friend. She got a makeover, and the girl doing her lashes looked so good. I had to buy, where is it? Oh, this. I haven't opened it yet. I'll open it tonight. This supposedly grows your lashes, and then she uses this mascara. This is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. It's like a lengthening mascara. Let's do that next. So you can kind of see. Here we go. I am not good at putting false lashes on, so I have to do, we'll do one eye at a time so we can compare. Kind of let it dry a little bit in between so it can kind of keep building. Compare sides. Should we put a little bit on the bottom? I'm trying to get it all the way at the base and then just blink my eye over it to coat. Do you see how long that lash is getting? Woo! It's kind of like having false eyelashes. So it's like an extender without being like super gloppy. Look at that. That's a big difference. Okay, do the other side. And again, I like this mascara. It's I mean, it's pricey, but I've had it before. I didn't have this one, the lash extender. I want to say this costs $35 at Sephora, but again, I can't do false eyelashes. I mean, I guess I could if I spent an hour doing it, but I'm not going to spend an hour every morning putting false eyelashes. No, I'm not going to do that every morning. What do we think? Ooh. I mean, I don't look over made up, I hope. I'm not still convinced about. Oopsie. Got some right there. Okay. Oh, I didn't put any on the bottom on that one, did I? That looks longer on that side. Match it. Okay, eyebrows are next. Let's use, let's use this. And then, you know what? We can always use my little eyeshadow trick if it's not dark enough, now that I kind of darkened up my hair. This is Blade Brow. Who makes this? I don't know. Oh, Revolution. Okay. I think, yeah, Revolution. I like it because it's really thin. So let's sketch on the eyebrow first. So sketch some hairs. And I always like to sketch from the bottom and not so much at the top, because it's more normal to have, I've said this before, your eyebrow closer to your eye than giving the illusion of like, oh, I'll just draw them higher and I'll look lifted. No, it'll just look weird. It just won't look symmetrical to how the face should be. So I always like to start and add hairs a little bit below the brow and flick upwards. Because then it doesn't look, I don't know, like you've had a forehead lift. right, so this is probably too light, but we're still going to etch it in, and then we're going to come back with some eyeshadow here in a second. Let me just finish etching this one in. Flicking up from the bottom, and then we comb it through to blend it. Okay, let's add some color to this because it's still way too light. So we're going to find... I like to use an eyeshadow color, so this might be too dark. Let me see on my finger. No, that could be okay. All right, so this is a Wet n Wild palette. I'm going to try to use this one. I don't know, maybe not. It's too red. I don't have any red in my hair. Forget it. I'm not going to use that one. Let's pick, let me see what shade is in here. This might work. Yes. No? No. Ah! Oh, here's some Brow Envy. Remember this palette? Brow Envy? I'll try the darker one that says it's for brunettes. Let's see how that works. So grab a little brushy brush. What's that got on it? Blue? I don't know. All right. And then you just kind of add some color. Just trying to draw it in like a pencil. You've already got your sharp line from your pencil. And then I try to blend it a little bit. And on this side, just draw it in. You know what I like to do with these two is sometimes I'll take a little bit of the dark color, and then if I want to make this look thicker, I just go in here and go like this and just add some, it just looks like little hairs growing in. It just adds a little depth right there where maybe some of the lighter hairs were still, and I want to add depth there. I could, you know what? Let's do that under the other side too, since it's so light under there still. Let's add some depth right there. I don't know if that makes a difference. Maybe not. It's all covered up anyway. Okay, now still need to darken the lips, and then I do like to come with like a darker color underneath. What colors should we do? Lately, because it's fall, I've been liking those kind of more, where did I put that one palette that I was gonna try? Where did I put you? That is the question of the day. I don't know. I gotta reorganize in here to find where I just put everything. Let's just grab. Oh, you know what? I know where it is. Oh yeah, this. So of course I had to pick up this Alice in Wonderland Wet n Wild palette. And I like it because it has crazy shades. Look at those, very colorful shades. And I'm going to use this kind of red coppery one at the bottom just because, I don't know, to me it's like a fall looking color. And the trick is you need to get somewhat of a thin flat brush. We're going to use this one. So that way you can just stamp it right below there. And that eyeliner I put there, it kind of grabs onto that gold eyeliner. And where it doesn't grab, the gold will shine through. I don't know. And if it looks too red, like eye infection red, I'll just take a darker color on the side. So I'll probably do that too because, I don't know. I think it's looking too red. And then let's take... there's kind of a browny sparkly color right there on the side. I'll take that one because it's super sparkly and brown it up there so it's not red all the way around and doesn't look like you have pink eye. I remember once I had a lot of red, I don't know, red toned eyeshadow around, and someone asked me like, oh my gosh, I think you have pink eye. I was like, oh God, never wearing those colors again. So let's brown it up a little bit more. I think that's enough. All right, lip color. All right, so my last video, I was wearing that new lip color I had, and I said I was going to experiment putting some lighter things over it. So let's put it down as a base. And then I'm going to get a lighter color over it. I just don't like super color rich, you know, lipsticks and stuff. I don't know. Should we put a peachy color over that? Maybe. I'll try it. That's a peachy color. It's kind of sparkly. I don't mind that. Let me see how that looks in real life. I mean, that's okay. I'm not going to put lip liner on just because, I don't know. I'm not going anywhere. Not going, I might just go to the store, but I just wanted to see how makeup would look with this hair. Do I even want to maybe style it where it's kind of going up and around? I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But anyway, that's how the hair turned out. If it's driving me crazy, I'll just dye the whole thing brown. But I think maybe having warmer colors near dark hair is important. I may end up putting, you know what? We need more eyeliner, don't we? I just don't think this is enough. Let's see if this, will this Wet n Wild work here? Let me see if we can get a little bit more on the waterline. It just needs, it won't. It doesn't play well. The only one that plays well, and is this in my, oh, is it in my basket? It might be in the other, is that Lancome one. It's my tried and true one because Kohl eyeliners play very well with the waterline, and here it is. Here's my Kohl. So I'll do one eye and we'll compare. And then compare the other eye. This eye looks like so much more finished, doesn't it? More finish. Let's get under here. And you know what? Sometimes when I have trouble tight lining, I just kind of put it on like I'm putting on mascara and just try to hit the upper waterline. And sometimes that kind of works, see? See, but then when my eyes are darker like that, more finished, then I just feel like my lips are too bright. But whatever. I don't know. Okay, I think we're done. All right, well, we'll see when I do my makeup tomorrow and my hair tomorrow if I stay with this hair color. But here's how it is today. So fall makeover, done for today. I'll see you on the next one.